King Charles mentioned his cancer treatment to Rod Stewart at celebrity-filled awards ceremony. Rod Stewart says King Charles mentioned his cancer treatment when they connected this week. On June 11, the King, 75, welcomed Stewart, David Beckham, Naomi Campbell, Sienna Miller, Edward Enninful and more to St James's Palace in London for the inaugural awards for the King's Foundation. Stewart, an ambassador for the charity, presented an honour at the event. According to the singer, the monarch mentioned he had received treatment before the big event. "He had treatment today," he told me. "I went through all that. I had treatment 5 days a week. Like him, I was still working. He's remarkable," said Stewart, the Daily Mail reported. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. In September 2019, the Maggie May singer announced that he was in remission after being diagnosed with prostate cancer in February 2016. He privately received treatment over a 2-year period. King Charles has discussed his health multiple times since resuming public duties in late April, following Buckingham Palace's February announcement of his cancer diagnosis and treatment. During his first public appearance at the University College Hospital Macmillan Cancer Centre, which is not directly involved in his medical care, he spoke about the emotional toll of a cancer diagnosis. He told a patient, "It's always a bit of shock when they tell you," Rebecca English of the Daily Mail. The next day, Queen Camilla said that her husband was thrilled to return to work, and King Charles joked during his first solo engagement the following week that he was glad to be out of my cage. On May 13, he spoke about receiving treatment in conversation with a British Army veteran about their own experience with chemotherapy during a stop at the Army Flying Museum. While speaking to Aaron Mapplebeck, King Charles mentioned experiencing a loss of taste during his treatment, The Sun reported. Mapplebeck said that the same thing happened to him after undergoing 9 rounds of chemotherapy for testicular cancer last year. Upon the announcement of the King's return to work, the palace described his treatment as ongoing and shared a positive sentiment from his doctors. His Majesty's treatment program will continue, but doctors are sufficiently pleased with the progress made so far that the King is now able to resume a number of public-facing duties. Forthcoming engagements will be adapted where necessary to minimize any risks to His Majesty's continued recovery, a Buckingham Palace spokesperson said in late April. The palace didn't disclose when his treatment might be completed. It is too early to say, but His Majesty's medical team are very encouraged by the progress made so far and remain positive about the King's continued recovery, the spokesperson explained. His Majesty is greatly encouraged to be resuming some public-facing duties and very grateful to his medical team for their continued care and expertise, they added about how the King was feeling. Stewart and the Sovereign seemed to be in high spirits when they chatted at the King's Foundation Awards on June 11, which were organised as the first ever awards for the charity Charles established as the Prince of Wales in 1990. The King's Foundation endeavours to create improved communities where people, places and the planet can coexist, and the prize ceremony is now planned to be held annually to recognise those who work to further the organisation's aims across a slew of sectors. Cameras didn't capture the Sovereign's reaction when Stewart joked around on stage at the event, voicing his gratitude to be an ambassador for the charity and telling Beckham, "I'm wonderfully honoured to be a knight, and David, yours is coming soon." The Grammy Award winner was knighted in 2016 for services to music and charity, while Beckham, 49, received his OB for services to soccer in 2003. It was announced on June 1 that the former England soccer captain signed on as ambassador for the King's Foundation, and paid a visit to meet with the monarch at Highgrove Gardens. Later this week, the King will participate in trooping the colour in a modified way amid his cancer treatment, travelling by carriage with Queen Camilla instead of saddling up on horseback as he has in years past for his official birthday parade.